Hello, my friends. My name is Amanda with Mana Panda Projects, and I'm going to show you what I did with this adorable Highland Cow napkin from my big pack of Craftkins and a cutting board from Woodpecker's Crafts. So stick around for this cutie and make sure you're subscribed to my channel and following the page so that you don't miss all the cute crafts we have coming up here. So, all right, we took this cutting board and then I just mixed together some yellow, some khaki, and some white till I got this like very, very, very pale off-white yellowish color to match the napkin. So once I had that color good, I took a little tweaking. Then I just painted the entire cutting board with it. I gave it one good solid coat and dried it. And then it really didn't need a second coat. I just kind of brushed a few areas with a little bit of a second coat. So like 1.5 coats, I'd say. All right, then I took my napkin and I cut one of the images out. And then I got it down to 1 ply, and then I used my water pen and I just tore off all the edges and rounded the corners of the entire napkin. This is going to give it that like, what is it called? Deckled edge. I call it like a feathered look so that when you Mod Podge it, it looks like it blends right in with the cutting board. This napkin was a little weird. It was like off, the cut was like off because you could see like a line at the bottom. So once I did it first, then I realized that it was a little too big. I took off a little bit more of the corners, and then you're going to see I Mod Podge it down, and I don't like how the bottom is so straight, so I have to fix that. I'll show you how I did it. All right, so now we got it so it fits on the cutting board. So we took our Mod Podge. We do a nice good layer of it with napkins. I like it so it's a nice good layer, but not too super thick, or else your napkin can like rip and wrinkle, and just a nice thin little coat. So I got that down, and I used to use my baby wipes. I always use my baby wipes. I don't know. I used to use saran wrap, but I never have it handy. So the baby wipes just helps flatten it out and smooth all the wrinkles out. And I just smooth everything else out with my heat gun. And see, so the bottom edge was like so straightened. I just took my little gator sander and I just sanded it to give it kind of like that same feathered look. And then it was coming up a little bit. So I just added a little bit more Mod Podge over the top. All right, now let's grunge it up a little bit with our Kiehl's dark wax. Wanted to give this kind of like an antiqued look because, it's got fall vibes with the orange. This is a very traditional kind of fall colored craft with the red leave in the little cow's hair. This napkin, like I said, is from my big pack of Craftkins, which is my napkin subscription where you get cute napkins sent to your door every 3 months. So if you are not already in there and you want to get on the wait list, if you're on Facebook, you can comment Craftkins. Depending on where else you are, it might be the link to the wait list might be in the comments, might be in the description. Check around. You can always message me for it. And the next round is going to be Christmas, coming out in November. So after I got that all dirtied up, I decided to make a bow. Gets to have a bow. So I ripped up a little bit of fabric that I got from Hobby Lobby, a little bit of coffee stained muslin, and then I decided to do the rest with ribbon that I had. So this is the second. I cut out the first bow. I made 2 bows. The first bow I did not like. I used a different ribbon on the bottom, and I thought I was going to like it, but I didn't. So I took it all apart, and then I redid it with this green, like, burlap ribbon. So I used that as the base, and I actually cut some to make it thinner to use it in the craft, too, because I wanted to add in a little bit more green. I didn't have any, like, orange color for my bow. It's not my favorite color, so I was, like, okay with that. I probably could have scrummaged something up, but I decided to just keep it with the kind of like the brownish, the tan, the cream color, and then this burlap green that I had. I had another homespun green, but I didn't like that. It didn't really match very well. And here is where I noticed I never put twine in because it was the second bow that I made, remember. The first one, I put the twine in. I was so just trying to get it done at this point that I started the second bow, totally forgot the twine, but I was able to string it through there. I love my Bodabra, you guys. Get yourself a Bodabra because I love them. All right, so I'm just tying up my bow here, and then once it's all tied, of course, you got to play with it and fidget with it and fluff it. I dovetailed the ends of this green burlap. I want them to be kind of short, so it wasn't covering the little cute cow's face. I got these kind of goldish, iridescent-ish leaves, so I glued one of those on before gluing my bow down on top. Here it's coming along. I had this really pretty florals and greenery that I wanted to add in there just to give it a little something extra. So I just glued a little bit on the left side and a little bit on the right side, kind of like on the back of the bow, like behind the fabric, but on top of the burlap. And there she is. So cute, you guys. When I started this, I wasn't sure if it was going to be, I was like, oh, it's just going to be a cutting board craft. But now that I made it, it is a cute as can be cutting board craft. So I'm so happy that I did it. I love, love, love this. Make sure that you leave me a comment below. Let me know, what do you think of this cute one? Get on the wait list for the big pack of Craftkins, and happy fall.